Alright, I've done a bit of practicing, and in super melee mode, it's like just a kind of combat simulation outside of the main game, and I'm a bit confident that I can take on these spathy cowards. So I'm going to try, see what happens. Let's converse.
Surprise and terror! I am greeted by the smooth and hostile face of our old enemy.
You've had this. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if we can talk him around this time, maybe. We're on a peaceful mission.
Two aspects of your last statement defy the course of nature as I know it. First, peace, as you call it, is an illusion. If you have peace, you simply haven't yet seen the thing trying to kill you.
Paranoid
Second,
freaks.
peaceful missions through the cosmos rarely require weapons large enough to punch holes through a small moon.
Good point. Let's see. What can you tell us of your
We
species?
can best be described as metamollusks, possessing the best qualities of both the clam and the dravat, which is not native to your world. We are intelligent and clever, though you would never call us cunning. Each day when we awaken, we call forth the traditional Spathy prayer. Oh God, please don't let me die today! Tomorrow would be so much better!
Right. Okay. We seek allies. Let me be
In
frank.
case you have not forgotten, we are bonded to the Ur-Quan as slaves.
Yeah, I know.
The punishment for the plan you propose can be described as death.
Yeah, why do you fight for the Ur-Quan if you're
This is a
cowards?
sad tale, so do not even try to contain your tears. After
Right.
the Ur-Quan demolished the Ilra, they turned the force of their armada against us Safi. The term rapidly subjugated would best describe what happened next. When the Ur-Quan arrived at Safiwa, there was a great ceremony. Part of that ceremony involved blasting portions of our planet's surface into radioactive dust, and this part we did not enjoy. But the worst was yet to come. Our leaders were called into the command chamber of Ur-Quan Lord One's dreadnought, where they were read a long and complicated document explaining the choices given new slaves. When our leaders heard the term forever encased and impenetrable shield, they grew overexcited, I'm afraid, and made a fatal error.
It's a dream come
The
true.
decision was to be transmitted to the Ur-Quan via one of two rods, one colored black, the other white. Our leader handed the white rod to one of the Ur-Quan's servants, signifying fallow slavery. But the servant somehow exchanged rods and handed the Ur-Quan lord a black rod, indicating our desire to become fighting slaves. By the time we learned of the switch, it was too late. The Ur-Quan would not permit a change in status. Following that most tragic day, we were forced to assume the role of an Ur-Quan Star Thug. We tried to avoid combat, but the Ur-Quan gave us 3 warnings, each more strident than the last. When we learned that there would be no 4th warning, simply annihilation, we attended to our new role with improved vigor. Oh, and perhaps you have already guessed, the Ur-Quan's servant who made the switch was an Umga.
Right. So I guess that means the Umga don't like the Spathy, and that explains why the Spathy didn't choose to be encased in a shield. Yeah, under the circumstances, I think it would be best if you allied with Earth immediately.
Sure, consider it done. Allies to the bitter end. Not.
Oh, that's terrible. Okay. Okay, fine. What do you want? I can't ask anything else. What do you want out of this great mystery
I
called
want
life?
to live forever, with no pain whatsoever, owning vast personal property, plus a company of nubiles.
Hey, me too.
If this is in your power to give, I beg of you to do so.
Okay. Better not say that. Threaten. No, I tried threatening him before, but he didn't. Okay. We leave as we came in peace? Is that going to work?
Look, can we keep this as a secret between the two of us? It's really rather embarrassing.
What? Oh. Oh, okay. You're not going to bother me? If I just, well, that's cool. I can just explore Spathy space, unhindered, I guess. So, he said the homeworld was called Spathiwa, but I don't know if it will be called that on here. I'm just going to have a quick look. Seems not, although there is a system called Squiddy, which is kind of funny. So I guess I'll just explore some of these local systems and see what happens. Oh, Spassy having a go at me again in Zeta Illuminati.
Hello, Hunan. What would you like to threaten me about today?
Oh, can I just go?
Look, can we keep this as a secret between the two of us? It's really rather embarrassing.
Good, that's what I thought. Cowards. Right. Well, let's just keep stealing stuff from your planet. Planets. Yeah, hope you don't notice. Another system of Spathy. I seem to have figured out what the orbit colours mean. It means how cold they are. The planets from the systems. Lost a few crew to the to some of these natural hazards. Down here is some bad tectonics. This is probably not a good idea. Yeah, you can see that. I'm gonna try to, you know, for a space action combat game, there's a lot of repetitive resource gathering. I kind of wish it could be a bit more automated, but oh well. I've explored most of the Illuminati systems, and I found no evidence of secret governments controlling everything, lizards or otherwise. Although in this game, I won't be surprised to find space lizards. Yeah, been rather uneventful. The Spassy have all been consistently cowards, and yeah, I'm just going to fill up my cargo hold and head back. I was hoping to find the Spassy homeworld, but you know, it's just a matter of oh shit! It's just a matter of searching every planet in the damn, well, every system at least. It'll probably be obvious when I find it. It'll be full of Spassy ships, and not just like a cluster of 3 or so. So yeah, let's see. 81 free, and that's 166 data units from killed creatures, monsters, creepy crawlies, nasty things. Is that a gas giant, or is it just pink? Yeah. So, should be nearly full soon. Fluorescent world. Ooh, life forms. Must kill. Hopefully they're the kind of static, plant-like things. Oh god. I don't even know what that is. Ah! Giant octopus. Die, you giant celery stalk. Fuck, they're closing in on me. And they're tough. Oh, I never liked celery. Look at them all. Oh god. Ah! Okay, that's enough of that. Too dangerous. Although I can still grab some of these minerals. They're all clustered over there. Every bloody life form on the planet ganged up on me. Yeah. How have these things not taken over the universe? A bit more organised than humans ever were. God, look how fast they move on the minimap. Ah. Okay, I'm off. I can fly away. Right, well I've only got 5 free space left. So, ooh, lots of radioactives, that's good. And precious. No, so I'll be heading back. Oh, that was rather fast. That may not be a Spassy. Oh fuck, it's one of these bastards. Alright. Oh, I also found out there's a shitload more save slots. I was going over the same ones. Anyway, let's. Is there any point in conversing?
Come in peace.
Yeah, fuck my bollocks you do. We too come in peace. Please believe us.
2418-B. We seek to make friendly contact with alien life forms. Priority override. New behavior dictated. Must break target into component materials.
You're like a broken record. Soon you'll be like a broken rock. Okay, which one was good? None of them are really good, but I couldn't come up with a decent tactic to destroy these things. But the only thing I can do is use my point defense lasers and maybe get a lucky shot with the... See, too dodgy. Bollocks. It takes so much... Damn, I'll just use the Serenity. Maybe I should have done it to start with. In fact, what I'll do is I'll reload and try that way. But it seems these things are the real threat because they're going to multiply out of control. And I need to find a way to deal with them. Okay, I need some rear firing weapons, damn it. Something. Fuck. Stop killing me. There we go. Didn't lose any ships that time. Just some crew. Good, and 550 RU. Right, oh, I'm on autopilot because I found out that you have an autopilot. You can set it with the star map. Just learning as I go. There's a fucking spathy chasing me just so he can say hello and goodbye. Damn it. Oh, that was another fast one. It's gonna be another fucking... Yeah. Converse.
Hello, Ur-Quan.
Hello, spathy.
Look, can we? It's
Bye. Oh shit. Didn't give me a second to react. Yep, it's these guys. Save again. And let's kill them. Hopefully the Serenity won't be destroyed this time. Turn around. I need more turning jets still. Yeah. Feel energized now? Woo! Guess who's back? Back again. Yeah, I can't sing. Anyway, back at Earth, the space station.
I'm at your disposal, Captain.
I have minerals to dispose of. Look at all that. Oh, lovely RUs.
Wow, you really hit the mother load this time.
Oh yeah. And while I'm here, I want some more background information.
Certainly, Captain. What do you need to know?
I'm pretty sure there's some of this I haven't found out yet. Historical, I think. Yeah.
What aspect of history, Captain?
I've already learned about the other starfaring races. Let's have some ancient... No. War against the hierarchy. Have I asked this?
What about the war?
Yeah, how did the war start?
Earth got involved late in the game in 2112 when the Chenjesu arrived in our solar system for the first time. So let's back up a few years to 2098 when the Chenjesu super-sensitive receivers detected a strange signal from the Ophiuchi constellation. Though even the Chenjesu didn't know it, it was the first sign of the Ur-Quan's arrival. The Ur-Quan, having detected the presence of many sentient species, were beaming out an exulting hunting cry. First direct evidence of the Ur-Quan's intent was the sudden conquest of the Umga, a solitary though not unfriendly species in the Orionis constellation. The Chenjesu, distraught by the invasion, were further angered when the Ur-Quan turned their fleets on the hostile but weak Ilrath race. A hastily assembled defense force of Myrna Herman Chenjesu vessels turned the Ur-Quan fleet aside, but the invader moved into Spathy space, rapidly subjugating that race. With each new conquest, the Ur-Quan fleet grew larger as it added slave vessels to its ranks. Earth joined the Chenjesu to form the Alliance of Free Stars at about the same time as the Androsynth stars fell to the Ur-Quan armada. Before the ink was dry on our agreement with the Chenjesu in 2116, a new race appeared in orbit around the moon and asked for admittance to the Alliance. It was the Arilu Lalile. Timing seemed unusual, and the Arilu were definitely weird, looking like saucer men from Mars, but we were too busy cranking up our mothballed heavy industry that we really didn't pay it much attention at the time.
Like the aliens from popular culture. Interesting. What happened during the war?
At the start of the war, here on Earth, we were working like crazy, churning out hundreds of heavy cruisers and smaller support vehicles. The Ur-Quan were busy too. Unbeknownst to us, they had moved down towards the Luton Star Group and were attacking the Vux, who only the Yehat knew existed. Our botched first contact with the Vux took place in 2119, and it was the biggest single mistake we made during the war. After defeating the Vux, the Ur-Quan fleets ran smack into the combined might of the Yehat and Shofixti, supported by the first wave of our cruisers. Again, the Ur-Quan turned away from the hard spot to attack the weak, though we just thought they were running away. In fact, the Ur-Quan had found another independent alien race, the Mycon, in the Brahe constellation. The Mycon's voluntary submission to the Ur-Quan brought the return of the Ur-Quan fleets, now swollen with 100 devastating Mycon pod ships. The last entrants to the conflict were the Cyrene, a race of space gypsies who had escaped the hierarchy by moving their vast fleet of slow-moving habitats into human space. With the side set, the last Ur-Quan offensive began. The Ur-Quan came roaring through Vux space and tried to push past the India and Mira star systems. Their onslaught was barely repulsed, and our counterattack made hardly a dent in the hierarchy forces, but we held the line. The coreward front remained intact. Over the following 10 years, there were many great battles between the combined Alliance Starfleet and the Ur-Quan and their hierarchy of battle thralls. Then in 2134, a dramatic shift in the balance of power took place. This must have been about the time the science research mission was sent to the planet of Vela. Our fleets were pushed back from the Indy-Mira line beyond Raynet. Holding Rigel caused grievously in Chenjesu forces, and the Ur-Quan, recognizing this weakness, shifted to focus the brunt of their forces on Procyon. That was the last we heard from the Chenjesu and the Murnaher. A few weeks later, waves of ships hit us from all directions. When Ceres Station, our outpost on the asteroid belt, fell to the hierarchy, we knew we were beaten, but we fought on anyway. 3 days later, the Ur-Quan vaporized our last remaining laser forts on the moon, and the dreadnoughts took up geosynchronous position above Rome, Moscow, Beijing, Tokyo, London, Buenos Aires, and Washington. We'd lost the war, and we knew it. But the Ur-Quan decided to make it real clear. And that's why if you check any of our most recent maps, you won't find Buenos Aires.
At least they left all the others alone. What happened after the war?
After the UN submitted their formal surrender, we were given a week to decide the nature of our servitude. The Ur-Quan demanded that the decision be made through popular vote. When all the votes were tallied, Earth had chosen not to fight for the Ur-Quan. We had become a fallow slave world. We were given a month to withdraw all of our people and equipment to Earth. Anyone or anything left off-planet would be destroyed after the shield went up. Then the Ur-Quan broadcast an odd message. All objects of human construction more than 500 years old were to be abandoned. We didn't know what the Ur-Quan meant until they moved their dreadnoughts into new orbital positions and opened fire on the surface with their fusion weapons. In seconds, large sections of London, Paris, and other European cities were incinerated. At first, we thought they were going to annihilate us after all. And we noticed they were also striking such targets as the Giza Pyramids, the Parthenon in Athens, and Stonehenge. Curiously, the United States was almost untouched. The flaming rain lasted 40 hellish hours. It took days after we crawled from our smoldering shelters to realize what the Ur-Quan had done. Our new masters had targeted every building, monument, or other man-made construction older than 500 years and destroyed it. In those 2 days, we lost most of the history of mankind. In some cases, the Ur-Quan destroyed places we did not even suspect were significant. From their positions in orbit, the dreadnoughts blew away a kilometer of land in central Iraq, vaporized several targets in the Amazon rainforest, punched a big hole through the Antarctic ice cap to destroy something deep under the surface, and melted a broad swath of the ocean floor in the southeastern Atlantic. Then, just a couple of days later, the shield went up, and our contact with the outside world stopped. The next time I saw the stars was 8 years ago, when I was transferred up here to be the new commander of this starbase.
So it sounds like... yeah, thanks.
Would you like
for the
any
briefing.
information on any other aspect of history?
It sounds like they were trying to destroy some ancient, something left by ancient aliens, perhaps, and something under the ice cap in Antarctica, which is reminiscent of Stargate SG-1. Ancient galactic
We
history.
have some data on this subject. What do you want to know about?
I think I've asked them all this, haven't I? Yeah. This is
Would
fascinating.
you like information on any other aspect of history?
No, we're fine.
Sure. Anything else?
Nope.
Fine. Is there anything else you need?
Why can't I just say bye? Yeah,
Bring
bye.
back lots of minerals, Captain.
I just did.